Now, Vanilla Ice is talking about his love for the 90s. The rapper told TMZ it's the best decade. He says the iPhone became the downfall of pop culture. But isn't the last time didn't the last time he had a hit was in the 90s? Like, what's he talking about? Like, that's probably why it was his favorite decade. Now, I would have to go with the early 2000s, and y'all might disagree with me, I think, because that gave us swag surfing, it gave us, Juvenile, back that thing up. I just feel like the early 2000s was the best decade.
But what are we talking about with music? Are we talking about overall pop culture? Because
when do you think?
Well, because look, I mean, hands down, the best musical decade, in my opinion, were the 80s.
Ooh.
Now, I'm just telling you, that because that's when we had, like, a lot of stuff was coming up. We had all the great, like, pop hits, but you had a lot of great, like, hip-hop that started coming on, like Run DMC and Beastie Boys, and then you had the...
Okay, I was going to ask you what theme song do you feel like went with the 80s?
It's Tricky from Run DMC is one of my favorites. Walk This Way. Yeah.
Oh, yes, that is my jam. Okay, I like that.
But the 80s just was like, everybody was so free, and we had our, crazy hair. And,
they were a little too free, because the fashion during that time was a little crazy, okay? I don't know how much hairspray they could have used,
There was a lot of hairspray.
All right, now let me ask
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Mr. McBride, tell me, what do you think? Which decade was the best?
I'm with you on this one. I'm early 2000s. I think that makes the most sense. I also think it was a simpler time, right? Like, it was this time where we, like, went outside and did things. I was at an event yesterday, and a friend brought his nephew, and, like, the nephew literally sat on his phone the entire time playing a game. And I'm like,
this ain't
about the music right now. This is like all they do. I'm like, we had to talk to people. We had to jump on a tire swing and break it.
I'm used to the conversation, but that's, early 2000s is when we didn't pay bills also. So that's probably why those were better times, okay? I'm just kidding. All right, now, we want you guys to tell it. Which decade do you think is the best? The 70s, the 80s, the 90s, or the 2000s? Vote now at foxbaltimore.com/vote. When you get to the website, make sure you click on that lifestyle tab. You can also vote on the Fox 45 News app. At the end of the show, we're going to see what everybody thinks. All right, now on to very important things. Today is National Macaroni and Cheese Day, and what better way to celebrate than with mac and cheese flavored ice cream, right? Kraft teamed up with a New York ice cream company for the unlikely pairing of comfort foods. The product will sell for a whopping $12 a pint on Van Leeuwen's website starting today. Now, are we buying this? You know I'm a mac and cheese fan. What, Justin? So you don't want it, Justin? No. Okay, you're not gonna spend $12 on that?
No, listen, I love mac and cheese and ice cream, but they have to be separate, okay?
What?
They've got to be separate. You cannot put them together.
But you don't want to at least try it, though?
No,
it's mac
I'm not
and
trying
cheese.
that. I don't want that. Just let me have my mac and cheese
with the crust on it,
and then have the ice cream for dessert. Come on.
Wait, Josh, did you just do a throw-up face, Josh? No.
Oh no, this sounds like bubble guts on a whole other level. Like, no, like I agree. We can like them independently, but, like, can we not do this thing where, like, if we like two things, they have to be together? You ever, like, include your best friends and you're like, oh my God, you guys would get along, and they don't get along?
And they don't get along. You know what? I thought you'd be on my side. Jimmy, I know you and I will try just about anything, any food. Tell me, what do you think?
Lady T, I'm going to say something and you're going to agree with me. Add bacon to that and I'm going to try it. How about that, huh?
Jimmy, you are my spirit animal. Oh my gosh. Oh my God, you are so correct. Add bacon in there and I'm in love. Look, I'm split on this. This is going to split us, okay? We're going to lose some friends here. But yes, I agree with you. All right, moving on. Next topic, Michelle Williams of Destiny's Child knows what to use in a pinch. Now, when she ran out of lotion, she used vegetable oil on her feet. She tweeted, please don't judge me. Now, I am judging her because I'm assuming she walked around and she was smelling like fried chicken, okra, and just something of this. I just don't imagine she smelled great after using this. But I will say, I do use cocoa butter and it does give me that extra shine. Now, vegetable oil, I don't know, it's a pushing it. Would anybody use vegetable oil? Tell me.
I've used coconut oil before, and coconut oil is great, but I actually was in a health food store the other day, and I was getting this body wash, and they said, why don't you add a little olive oil to the body wash to give it more moisture? And I was like, okay, so Michelle Williams ain't off that track. You know, everyone always says,
no, she's pretty far off track.
Michelle part of the group. I'll be the Michelle.
She's pretty far off track with that one. Vegetable oil is a little far, but olive oil, yes, I would definitely use.
The problem is if she has it on her feet, she can't do the jump in. You know what I mean? Because she's gonna slip and fall because she's got oil on her feet.
I don't know. So. She's not gonna be able to. I don't see her being bootylicious with this.
No.
I don't like it. Jimmy, what do you think, boo?
I'm going to tell her to put socks and shoes on and walk away.
Right,
Lord,
just walk away.
Look, I was late for the party.
Yes.
Back to the first question.
Wait, Jimmy.
60s. I'm a fan of the 60s.
Oh, yes.
All right,
You're
I'm
a
back to
fan
the
of
other
the 60s.
question.
Good.
I should have known you were.
The 60s.
The 60s were
best
jumping,
music,
I
the best
assume.
cars.
Yes, I hear
old
you.
guys
But
here.
Tyler
I
put
hear
shoes
you.
and socks on.
I hear you. Okay, well, don't stay ashy. Do not use vegetable oil, only the others, okay? Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.